from the North Shore of the Allegheny River. We're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Chad Kuhl, the Delaware-born hurler, gets the call to start here. Dan, any thoughts?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Alex Jaquez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, Dero, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Freeze scoops it up. Over to first is Freese, and there's one out. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Here's Jed Lowry now. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's 1 for 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. Kuhl has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Gene Segura standing in. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
A ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2. First inning as we're just underway from Pittsburgh. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Dan Straley, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip. 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today and he goes out and follows suit.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Realmuto is there. 1 out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. This is a pitcher he's had some good success against in his career. He's hitting over 350 against him in a pretty good amount of at-bats. You can bet they're both aware of that, and we'll see who gets the better of who today.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Batter-pitcher numbers against Dan Straley. He's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. So far this season, Polanco hits a little over the 270 mark. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to first. He's got it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the shortstop, Adam Frazier.
Settling in now, Adam Frazier. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. There's Segura. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Up next from Miami, JT Realmuto. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's just 1 for 6. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. The 2-1 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Marte. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting sixth, center fielder number 9, Lewis.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights, or it's going to be a tough game.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Number 12 would be next. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Miami down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Corey Dickerson, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Here's the first pitch to him. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Up next for the Buccos, Joshua McDonald, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Changeup in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, David Freese. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that
one. 0-1, here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. Freese is off at first with 2 away. And he misses 2-1. The 2-1 just got a piece up the line. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Pirates leave one. Will move to the third with no score. Ready now for the Marlins, number 12. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Two and 1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, number 30. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now to the plate, Dan Straley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And look out. Oh, that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Oh, boy. Pro pitchers belong to a closed fraternity, so you don't usually see that very often. And anytime it does happen, folks start hanging on the top steps of the dugout. These things usually don't go unpunished.
Standing in now, Alex Taquez, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch saws him off as this one's lifted in the air.
Now batting, third baseman, Jed Lowry.
Digging in to try it again, Jed Lowry. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Freeze is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Jordy Mercer now. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Second baseman, Jordy Mercer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Count even at 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Count still full. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
The pitcher, Chad Kuhl, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First offering on its way. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Center fielder, number 6.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Starling Marte. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Mercer, the runner at second with one away. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Here's the 2-1. Sliders in for a strike. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Gregory Polanco. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Jaquez over to his left. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gene Segura. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Segura is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. Mercer is there, and he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Ready for another chance? Stephen Piscotty comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Popped him up. Cervelli is under it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher,
Riding in once again, JT Realmuto. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. Drilled right back up the middle. And the Marlins had their first hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Lewis Brinson. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Marlins lead 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier.
Leading off the 4th inning, the shortstop, Adam Frazier.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope,
And a
that's
fastball just a bit high.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Sent on the ground out to second. Jaquez takes it in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Corey.
Next to bat would be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-0 home. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Joshua McDonald.
So coming to the plate, Joshua McDonald. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. A fastball that just misses inside. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3 and 2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Riding in, David Freese. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
taken. Now it's 0-2.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning.
Pirates leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Stepping into the box, number 12. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Number 12.
And now a pitch on the way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Lined hard, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Another try at 2-2. Popped him up. Cervelli shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 30.
Now at the plate, number 30. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To first. McDonald loves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Marlins, pitcher, Dan.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dan Straley, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider. Oh, look out, as that one just about took his nose off.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Here now the 2-2. High pop-up. Freeze over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Halfway home, still no score. Coming to the plate now, Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out to right. Piscotty is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Here's Jordy Mercer now. Drew a base on balls his first time up.
Jordy Mercer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best, 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Chad Kuhl, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Hit high in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit. And that'll bring in Starling Marte with 2 away.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute, help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here's Starling Marte, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on for him.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And that'll compound matters even further. Digging in once again, Adam Frazier. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Marte on third. Polanco at second with 2 gone. Looking to minimize the damage here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1 and 2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
popped up. Lowry has a play, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Pirates get just the 1, and that's all. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Alex Jaquez will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
High in the air down the right field line. Polanco on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Jed Lowry. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. On the year, Lowry has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Just hung in there on that one. And that's high for a ball. It's 2 and 2. The 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3 and 2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Now batting, Georgia.
Ready once again, Gene Segura. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Missed with a slider.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Liner towards second. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Comes set and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it. The 1-2.
Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Mercer. The second for one. On to first. It's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now here's the pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 2-2. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder has a beat on it. 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Joshua McDonald. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty's there for it, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's David Freese to stand in. First offering on its way. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Drives it to deep right field. Piscotty going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they're up 1-0. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 the count. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Polanco. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 9.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Into the box now, number 12, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
The 0-1. Ran one in on him there as this is hit softly to third. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Mike Montgomery is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 38.
Tim Conway is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Francisco Cervelli. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
First pitch of the at-bat. Little dribbler down the line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 10, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Jordy Mercer. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Come on, Pirates. Let's do it, Pirates.
The 1-1.
Here we go.
Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Mercer is retired, 2 down now.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Sean Rodriguez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Sean Rodriguez.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, 1-1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 1-1 home is called a strike as he pulled the bunt back.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
2 out, nobody on.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates, but they lead it 1-0. Alberto Diaz is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Alberto Diaz.
Up next for Miami, number 30. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Standing in, Tim Conway, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First offering on its way. Fastball right back to the mound.
There's one. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was great all night long. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Alex Jaquez. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat.
All right, Pirates.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here's Jed Lowry now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
0-1 count, and the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Left side, but well foul. Jaquez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cue shot here out towards short. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Digging in and looking for more, Gene Segura, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Mercer has it. Go on to first to be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They trail this one 1-0. Derek Dietrich is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 32.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Starling Marte. He singled his last time up.
Center fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that just misses inside. And the changeup is way low that time. Two-0 count. The pitch.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Pirates right now would do anything to get that leadoff guy on. They would welcome a walk.
Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Here's Gregory Polanco. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Runner. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. He's on the move again from first. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there in second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And it's gone. So it's a 2-run dinger for Gregory Polanco. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
The home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. Here for it is Segura to make a play. 1 gone.
Now batting. Left fielder. Corey.
Up next for the Buccos, Corey Dickerson. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Stepping in now, Joshua McDonald. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. That's lined into left. He left that one up. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, that's the danger of falling behind in the show. You miss over the harder to play for count leverage, you're going to pay.
Now at the plate, David Freese. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
McDonald leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit out towards second, right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this two-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Felipe Rivero takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Not too often you see a changeup come across it 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. In prior matchups with Felipe Rivero, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 1 out, nobody on. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Richie Mota will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Mercer to his left. He's there. Throw to first will be in time for the final out, and the Pirates come
comeback to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
It's time to raise the Jolly Roger as the Pirate closer comes in to ice this one and picks up the save.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Pittsburgh used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Chad Kuhl earns his 8th victory of the season as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Felipe Rivero earns the save out of the bullpen, his 28th on the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB.